Morning everybody, Sarah's Saturday sofa session, as I promised, here in Treflyn, Tregaron, Mid Wales, with Chris Hughes. And we are very fortunate to be staying at his lovely holiday let in a beautiful barn, of which, if you watch this space, you'll get another video later, which will be on my YouTube channel, which will show the external area and the internal area of the property. So if any of you want to come and stay, Chris is the man. Now, I'm going to ask Chris a few questions and we're going to go through, because he came here as a bit of a life change. So, hi Chris.
Hiya.
Why the life change?
Well, it's great to be here. Hello everyone. It was a pretty big thing that we did, and with all the recent events and everything else going on, we decided to do something a little bit different. To be honest, I was quite comfortable, things were going quite well, and then obviously the COVID crisis and everything else happened, and that really led to me to start thinking about what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Were we happy to remain down on the beautiful south coast, or did we want to look at other challenges? And we decided, let's get it right, that we would actually look at doing something that we always wanted to do, but were always too frightened to do. And this gave us the opportunity to start looking around, and we found somewhere that we really loved. We knew it was going to be hard work, but that was the rationale. We really wanted to try and break free of some of the shackles that we found ourselves in, and to become more sustainable, and actually to start living our own lives and growing our own stuff and being a bit more independent.
Yeah.
And this was the only way I could think of doing it. So
a bit more free. Freedom.
Freedom was one of the key things. Yeah, absolutely. But I also wanted to try and take people with me. I'm by no means an expert, and I've learned a lot, and I've still got a lot to learn. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've made a few errors, but
every day's a school day, don't
absolutely,
they say that?
absolutely. And it's brought me, it's brought us both fulfilment indeed. When you can actually laugh and enjoy what you're doing, it's hard work, but it actually makes the end of the day seem like you've achieved something.
Yeah. Well, we go on to that. So what about Wales then? What are you attracted to Wales?
I thought it was an unsport area. It's somewhere I've always loved. I've got a Welsh family originally, originating from Wales. Used to speak to me in Welsh, all that type of thing, and it gave me an opportunity to.
I think we should be saying Bore da then.
Well, indeed, Shemai Bore da. Yeah, my Welsh. I ignored all my relatives who spoke Welsh. I'm deeply regretting that now. So I'm doing my best to try and get there.
Recover.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably going to do some lessons as well, just to make sure I all fit in. But everyone in this area of Wales are particularly friendly. I'm sure you've heard stories about people coming over to Wales and finding it difficult. I've not found that at all. Might be something to do with the fact my name's Welsh, but I don't think that's the case. I think they've been very welcoming, and it's been great. My dad's, our family originated from North Wales, and one of the reasons for coming here to Tregaron, between Lampeter and Aberystwyth, was because it was a much more fertile place. Some of the North Wales is, full of hard rock and
It's not barren here. It's beautifully green everywhere.
And that was
stunning
one of the attractions.
Views. Absolutely stunning views. My family that I'm here with, we went down to the village yesterday, and one of the ladies in one of the lovely, beautiful shops, loads of shops, ladies, and gents, because you'll need your purses out, was saying, we were talking about the Welsh language, because she was chatting to her daughter in Welsh, and she said here in Mid Wales they're a bit of a mixture. So she said they drop the odd English word into a sentence, which is really different.
Yes.
But she was also saying that she couldn't understand people from North Wales because the accent was so broad. So yeah, really, really interesting stuff, I think, on the language side.
That's right. They actually speak a slightly different Welsh up in North Wales compared to here. and just simple words like hello and goodbye are different, and it is a bit strange. So there's some very local dialects, very local language.
Yeah, lovely though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really, really very, very interesting. So what challenges have you encountered then, other than the polytunnel, which a lot of people would have seen and can see on Chris's YouTube channel, which is the Lilac Wheelbarrow?
One of the biggest challenges was that polytunnel. The weather was another challenge in November. It was pretty difficult to do anything, plus it was very dark, so we had to wait quite a while to start getting things done. The first challenge was initially to start feeling at home. I mean, you move to a new place and it's lovely, but it's certainly alien to you. And just getting used to being in new surroundings and understanding how things work.
And plus, we couldn't go out, could we? Because it was lovely second lockdown, third lockdown,
fifth lockdown, whatever.
Yeah.
But it really was strange because we wanted to go to some of the local pubs and understand some of the local venues. We couldn't do any of that, and people wandering around, wearing masks and everything else. It was
makes it
difficult.
harder. It's restrictive anyway, isn't it?
You can't tell facial expressions,
No.
and that was a challenge. Just getting some of the local contacts was difficult. I mean, I couldn't do everything on my own. I had help in certain aspects, getting some of the some things done through the polytunnel with some of the gates I've put up. But I'm starting to get there now. So,
and you've tied your neighbours into doing things with you, haven't you?
yes, I've actually got some help with some of the locals that are really good friends of mine, and we're now starting to build relationships where we help each other.
Yeah, which is brilliant. Which is the whole reason you're doing this, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's more of it's a wonderful sort of community spirit if you can get into that, where it's more about a barter system rather than that'll cost you £200 or whatever. It's where I can help somebody and they can help me, and it really works
Lovely.
great.
We love a little bit of bartering
Absolutely.
and trade-off. So important.
Absolutely.
And I think it actually builds a bigger community and a closer community. Then.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Indeed.
Fabulous. So, biggest achievement so far?
I think getting the polytunnel up and now fully running. I'll show you a bit later on that we've got things growing in there now,
Yes, because I remember it when you first started the posts.
absolutely. And I should be updating my post to show you what I've actually grown in there now. But we've still got a way to go, and I think the fact that we've converted to we're drinking nettle tea.
Oh,
Because
lovely.
everywhere you
Well,
look
I
around,
know.
there's hundreds
But,
and hundreds of them. That's one of the things.
I'm not such a tea person. I was thinking more of nettle wine, actually.
Well, that will do. That will do. That's a good. That's a good
Nettle
good
wine's
way to
beautiful.
go. It just had a bit of lemon to it if you don't quite like the taste, but it really is quite life changing in that you feel different energy. You feel different about. I just feel completely different about things now since I've got here. And a certain amount of contentment. So one of the things that I think we've achieved is the way that we feel in ourselves, rather than just talking about physical
So you're
things.
talking about wellness, inner wellness.
Indeed.
Come back
indeed.
in, so you're
indeed.
in the video.
Indeed.
Come back
indeed,
in, so
indeed.
you're in the
Sorry,
video.
I'm
Thank
back
you.
in. I'm back in.
Can't have him out on the side, can we? No sidelines here. So so your inner being is far more wholesome, I would say.
Yeah.
I've noticed a massive difference just being here 2 days.
I think differently. You get space. You do think. Yes, sometimes you could say it's too quiet, but it makes you appreciate, what
You have around you.
what you have around you. But it does also make you look inwards.
Yes, it does.
And clear this.
Massively.
So
Massively.
it makes a big difference.
Yeah, we stopped at Brecon Beacons on the way and had a lovely walk with the dogs. And the only 2 things that we could hear, one was quite deafening with the birds in the ferns, which was beautiful. That and sheep, and that was so exhilarating. Rather than to hear the groan of distant traffic and such, that was freedom for me. I came up with quite a headache of entrenched work mode.
Yes.
And after 48 hours here, I just feel so much better.
Good.
So
good,
it will be a visit that will be regular.
Good,
So
excellent.
you better get used to it.
We look forward to having you back.
That's brilliant.
Certainly, we've had a very dry period, but when it gets hot here, when the sun's out, when there's no cloud, it really is fantastic.
Well, the views are amazing from here,
You
aren't
can
they?
see, you can go up to the hill on the other side there and see right across almost to Snowdonia. It's absolutely fabulous. And there's lots of areas to walk from. You can walk into the Cambrian Mountains from here, at the back here.
Yeah.
I think you went up the track last
We
night.
did, yeah.
You can go right the way round that way into the foothills of the Cambrian Mountains.
Yeah, fabulous.
Wonderful.
Very exciting place, beautiful place to stay. So you must come and experience it. So how does everybody who would love to come here and experience this with you, Chris, and your partner B, how do they get in touch?
They can contact me direct on my phone number.
Yeah.
Send me a message on 07714 719 757, or they can email me at hughes.christopherm@yahoo.co.uk.
Fantastic. We've got the contact now. We're off to have a lovely day, another day up in Wales, and thanks, Chris, for joining me. And as I said, you know all my details, you know how you can get in contact with me. If you get stuck in getting hold of Chris, or you want to talk or give your experiences of your times in Wales, then please come back to us. See you soon. Have a good day.
Bye.